voice, Singing for the Mission, showcase of singers and advocacies. Today, and on the succeeding days of the showcase, we will get to know more about the participating PDOs, the singers, and the advocacies and missions they are singing for. Before the welcome remarks, let us all watch this video.
Springwing Global Consultancy is a social enterprise answering a critical social need. Religious organizations, schools, and other nonprofit social purpose organizations have good causes and various and valid social missions, but they lack awareness, support, and ultimately sustainability. Thus, their programs run the risk of getting discontinued should there be a crisis or a sudden change in leadership.
Springwing Global addresses this critical social need through innovation, the SRG 6-pillar PDO capacitation model.
Strengthening leadership and governance within the organization. Crafting the organization's vision, mission, and goals, and their guideposts in every action they undertake.
Sharpening their advocacies and enhancing their program development and management systems to ensure that they are truly answering the needs of their constituents and communities.
Organizing philanthropic development offices to grow awareness and consistent, reliable support base for the advocacies and programs.
Developing financial roadmaps to help them attain sustainability and constancy in mission.
Valuing the importance of data in monitoring and assessing impact of their programs, and developing and nurturing their relationships with partners and donors.
Connecting them with each other and to donors through an ecosystem of good so they can work collectively, share resources, learn from each other, and ultimately maximize their impact and hopefully achieve their development goals.
We are a value-oriented team comprised of all types of professionals with different areas of expertise, including but not limited to experienced social development workers, registered financial consultants, certified fundraising managers, and business and marketing consultants.
We all work together with a common mission of creating a greater good in every community in which we serve.
Innovative in our approach, we provide the tools and create systems to help organizations stay true to their visions, scale up in their missions, and impact more beneficiaries.
We partner with non-government and civic organizations, religious congregations, schools, and corporations, and organize them into philanthropic development offices individually and collectively.
We journey with our PDOs, empowering them to maximize their social impact and sustain their mission.
Through training and consultancy services, utilizing the power of the digital medium to reach more organizations in need of support, we adapt our services to the available resources, manpower, and financial capabilities of our various clients.
Full consultancy services with access to all basic and orientation trainings, plus regular coaching and consultancy sessions.
Access to basic trainings only.
On-call consultancy,
customized or extensive trainings.
And retainership.
Fund facilitation services, linking our clients to our network of philanthropists, corporations, and grant-making organizations.
AVPN, Wings, National University Singapore Society Club, Isla Ventures, Global Impact Investing Network, Alphatech, Global Solutions Inc., and Indiana University Indianapolis Fundraising School.
Our other services include outsourced services, graphics and design, grant writing and solicitation letter writing, event management, video production, and website design and management.
Though diverse in experiences, all of us here in Springwing Global are devoted to one call to break cycles of poverty in all its forms.
We believe that systemic change can only occur if the smallest development player who works at the very grassroots of society is empowered.
In our ecosystem of good, we believe that the right people and organizations will come for the same purpose we are all called. And that is to achieve our ultimate goal of sustainability, thus supporting the various advocacies, promoting the social impact of our collective efforts together.
Graduated with a bachelor degree in LEACO, majoring in both marketing and communications from the University of San Jose Recoletos, a special academic awardee for excellence work as an OFW in 4 countries for 5 years, Singapore, Malaysia, United Arab Emirates, and Kingdom of Saudi Arabia awardee. 10 outstanding alumni of the College of Arts, Science in USGR, past president, USGR Dramatics Guild Alumni Association, Inc., past president, Life Underwriters Association of the Philippines, Cebu chapter president, Colegio del Santo Niño Alumni Association vice president, Círculo Buholano de Cebu, Inc., external vice president, USGR Alumni Association, Inc., stage and film actor professional MC, host, band, and solo singer nominee, Best Supporting Actor category, Sinulog Film Festival in 2015. And he is one of the board of judges for the search for the SRG Voice. Let us welcome Mr. Arnel Pahang.
Thank you, Che. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. I also would like to thank the Lord for bringing me into Spring Rain. I'm so sorry about my voice because I had another show just a few days back, and this is the result of that. But anyway, I'd like to thank the Lord for bringing me into Spring Rain Global, a company which I've heard so much about in the past, but I have never really gotten to know very closely. If you only knew the circumstances surrounding my appearance today and delivering the welcome address this afternoon, it is nothing short of providential. Now, the search for Spring Rain Global Voice, Singing for the Mission, is aimed at redefining philanthropy in music. It is also designed to create an environment where music will become an avenue to promote awareness to the community about the different causes and advocacies championed by the various PDOs in the Spring Rain Global ecosystem. Now, the rationale of the event is threefold. Number one, advocacy, to become the voice of hope for their organization, community, beneficiaries, and others. Number two, fundraising, to build up more donors and fund for their programs and advocacies. And number three, to promote solidarity with the value of music that enriches the soul, because we believe that music is the language of the soul. Now, at the grand finals, the singing ambassadors will go home with funding to support the respective advocacies, be it education, environment, disaster and calamity funds, care for indigenous peoples, feeding and care for the homeless, healthcare, vocation promotion, and etc. As a music enthusiast myself and somebody who's really into music as a musical artist, as mentioned by Che, that I was a band singer before. I still am a solo singer. And I figure in a lot of musical theater. It is very heartwarming for me, and I am very much happy to be able to deliver today's welcome address and introduce this afternoon's representatives from the 4 PDOs, which are the Diocese of Virac in Catanduanes, the Diocese of San Carlos City, this is in Negros, the DLCES, and Southbrook. I also would like to thank Dr. Glenda Miro Antonio for facilitating my appearance in today's activity. And I commend her for creating such a very unique and one-of-a-kind competition, musical competition, because normally when you have a musical competition, In the past, I have been judging musical competitions as well. It is just showcasing one's talent and probably creativity in terms of creating a song. But in this case, this is linked with an advocacy, which the representatives, I believe, do not just pick out from a list, but the PDOs themselves are sending their ambassadors who will best represent them in this musical competition. So once again, I'd like to welcome you all to this afternoon's musical event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Arnel. The Search for the SRG Voice Singing for the Mission is organized in collaboration with OmniLive International and Golden Sun Performing Arts Center. This is more than just a singing contest. It's important as the celebration of the music and our God-given vocal talents is to champion the advocacies and missions each of these participating PDOs are doing to help the least, the last, and the lost. As mentioned, today and on April 9 and 10, we will get to watch the different showcases of the participating PDOs. Through this showcase, we will get to know the organizations and their work better, the reason their singers and rehearsing and giving much of their time for this project. First up is the Diocese of Virac Stewardship and Philanthropic Development Office. It's headed by their PDO Director, Father Nestor Boyna, and their singer is Giselle Boyna Crispino. Will be singing for the Advocacy in Human Capital.
On behalf of Most Reverend Manolo A. de los Santos, DD Bishop of Virac, I welcome you to the showcase of participants and the advocacy of the Diocese of Virac. We have our participant in this SRG Voice, Miss Giselle Crispino, and for our advocacy we have Human Capital Development, something which we have not just for the sake of this contest, but also as our way of preparing for the golden anniversary of the diocese in 2024 and of the silver anniversary of the celebration of the first ever Diocesan Synod of the Diocese of Virac. So, we are preparing for our golden anniversary and the silver anniversary of the Diocesan Synod. And these are very important events in our lives because the foundation anniversary, which we will remember in 2024, made us not just independent, but we're able to charter our own journey as a local church in the island diocese of Virac. With the Diocesan Synod, we were able to have the new evangelization pastorale as the Diocesan Trust, and with that, of course, the Diocesan Pastoral Plan. So we are preparing for a really Jubilee year in 2024, and the SRG video system, I have been very vocal about this, came at a time when we really needed to be assisted, to be guided, and to be capacitated in our pastoral plan, not just for funding, but for the programs themselves, management and development of our programs as a diocese. And so as I welcome you, I also enjoin you to be with us in our advocacy, human capital development, so that we can have people to man our office and be able to improve our stewardship program, manage the pastoral life of the diocese through the Spring Rain Global PDO system. Welcome, and I hope you will enjoy the show.
We are here now in Children's Home. Let's see who is inside. Let's go. Hello, sister. I'm Giselle Pispino from the parish of Virac.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, sister. This institution was established in the year 1986. So it was established in response to the needs of the local church, rehabilitation center for the children who are suffering from malnourishment. But later on, this institution accepts children who are at risk and abandoned. Children are coming from the poor families. But the congregation arrived here in the island of Catanduanes in the year 1983.
It was an oral sister. Who is in charge in taking care of these children, sister?
Currently, our administrator is Sister Delia Abada, and I am the social worker. And we have here another 4 sisters. They're in charge of the group of children, because we divided the children into families. Actually, there's a lot of them who have finished already, and I can say that we are all successful now. We have teachers. We provide them healthcare, then education, and we also have human and spiritual formation.
Yes, sister, that's really all. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, and we are so grateful to be here.
Thank you so much.
Sunday, we have our online mass here in the home. Habang ang mga high school ay nagsisimba sa Seminary Cave Chapel, kapitbahay pa po lang namin.
Alam po namin ang sitwasyon ngayon ang tungkol sa COVID-19. Kaya kami po dito sa Children's Home ay nag-iingat at sumusunod sa mga health protocols upang maiwasan ang magkasakit. Palagi po kami nabuhos ng kamay. We also observe social distancing. Nagsusuot din po kami ng mask, lalo na kapag kami ay may bisita at kapag kami ay lumalabas. Kumakain din po kami ng pagkaing masustansya gaya ng gulay, isda, prutas. Araw-araw din po kami umiinom ng vitamins.
Because of the COVID-19, we were not able to attend the face-to-face classes. Kaya for the high school, we have our weekly modules to be submitted every Monday. The elementary and preschool have their online classes. We have computers and laptops for our studies. The sister and one volunteer teacher to assist us in our studies. Natuto po kami mamintindi sa instruction at nasasagutan po namin ang aming lesson sa modules. Kaagapay namin ang mga sisters sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng gadgets at sa pagpatuloy sa pag-aaral. Sa awa ng Diyos, may mga honor student po kami dito sa center.
Dito sa center, nakilala po namin ang mahal na Diyos sa pamamagitan ng pagtuturo sa amin ng mga sisters at sa amin pagdadasal, lalo na ang Santo Rosario. Having faith in God, and especially, we will always trust in the divine providence.
Marami po kaming natutunan dito sa center na siyang makatulong po sa aming buhay. May mga group work of activities kami, kagaya ng guitar lesson, bracelet making, rosary making, Marian quiz bee, and team building at iba pa.
Observe different celebration like the Earth Day. We have some activities on it. Santa Cruz Santa nurtured our devotion to the Blessed Virgin Mary. Team building.
Mayroon po kaming house assignment katulad sa cleaning up the house, paglinis sa bakuran, at pagtatanim ng halaman at gulay. Meron din po kaming garbage segregation, di malata at malata. May assignment sa magluluto.
Above all, we learn good Christian practices of righteousness and godliness. We become responsible and learn to encourage others. We are grateful to be here in the center.
History is replete with accounts of fatal encounters between native people and foreign Spanish missionaries. The story of the island of Catanduanes' conversion to Catholicism is no exception. Yet despite its bloody beginnings, the faith took root as Augustinians and later Franciscan missionaries sowed seeds that sprouted over 450 years of evangelization. Since the first missionaries, Catholicism has been a deeply rooted religion in Catanduanes, where an overwhelming number of people had embraced the faith. Lying east of the Bicol Peninsula and the main island of Luzon, Catanduanes, an island kissed by the Pacific, covers 1,500 square kilometers of land area with 11 municipalities and Verac as its capital town. In Verac lies the cathedral and seat of the diocese. The Diocese of Verac was created as a separate diocese on August 27, 1974. As of 2022, the diocese has a total of 31 parishes and 8 mission churches. It has a total of 262,154 Catholics that is being cared of by 1 bishop and 61 priests. The mission and vision of the diocese guided the institution in the pursuit of proclaiming the gospel of love, working in the minds and hearts and souls of the people towards an empowered and advanced individual and a community that is faith-filled. Established to cater the spiritual needs of his people, to establish communities of faith, initiate socio-economic pastoral undertakings, heeding for integral human development of every person. To animate more the diocese pastoral direction under the umbrella of new evangelization, 23 commissions were realigned and streamlined, taking its place in the vanguard of various advocacies to support, encourage, and push forward initiatives working for the full promotion of beneficiaries. While the diocese promotes the faith and doctrines to the people to strengthen their spirituality and ways towards holiness, it will be working in collaboration with Spring Rain Global to facilitate resources and financial stability for a well-equipped humanity, capacitate more on people's potentials into an efficiency of greater productivity. In upholding an ecosystem of good, the diocese tied up with various peoples, organizations, communities, partner LGUs, and the academe to establish a collaborative system for a greater and more meaningful impact, indeed, to achieve a social impact. To name a few, partnership with PNP, DSWD, partner LGU, and BJMP, on advocacies for women such as the elimination of violence against women and children, prevention, intervention, and integration, continuing provision on the spiritual needs of drug surrenderee, integration as part of rehabilitation, through the celebration of masses, enriching catechesis and apostolate for people deprived of liberty by a faith-based community, and the chaplain. Academe and DepEd, working with the Academe for Youth Development through campus ministry, systematic implementation of the diocesan pastoral plan, by way of a qualitative research by the help of CSU professors, working with DepEd through teacher catechist and gender development advocacy, and further with those youth undergoing depression and mental health issues. Congregation of men and women as partners, assisting the diocesan clergy in the new evangelization and forming basic faith communities, assisting the diocesan Commission on Christian Education for integral renewed evangelization, catechetical formation and catechetical updating, facilitates assisting diocesan bishop and priests in education of the children and the young, working with the established schools for the growing number of rehabilitated malnourished students. The process of creating a philanthropic development and a stewardship office will not always be very easy. That is why our advocacy at the outset will be on human capital, because this is of prime importance. They are those at the front line in capacity building and in the promotion of advocacies.
The most memorable part of my journey as a youth was when I was in college and I became an active member of the campus ministry and at the same time a lay missionary of the Missionary Disciples of the Risen Christ here in the Diocese of Verac. It leads me to discover my vocation to the religious life, and now I am on my 7th year in the convent of the Congregation of the Missionary Catechists of St. Therese of the Infant Jesus, and there are many of us. My batchmates, Sister Maribel and Sister Mary Jane, were both from Catanduanes also, and they are youth leaders also before. And so I considered it blessing from the Lord that I am now assigned here in the diocese as the Diocesan Youth Coordinator, and I am now imparting the spiritual formation I received before when I was still a youth leader. And it is indeed blessing to be part of the spiritual formation of my fellow young people here in the diocese.
I came from a poor family with 7 children in the family. My parents decided to bring me in the children's home to continue my study in high school and college. Sa tulong ng mga sisters ng CSSJB, naging maganda ang buhay ko sa loob ng bahay ampunan. Hindi nila ako pinabayaan at ang mga bata sa children's home. Binuhos nila ang kanilang pagmamahal, pag-aaruga at ginabayan sa aking pag-aaral. Higit sa lahat ay naturuan ng mabuting asal na siyang naging dahilan upang magpatuloy ang aking buhay. Hanggang sa makapagtapos ako ng aking pag-aaral at makapasa sa board exam bilang professional elementary teacher. After 10 years of being a teacher, I was promoted to be a school head.
On behalf of the Diocese of Verac, as the Diocesan Coordinator on Family and Life,
we would like to thank the Commission for the opportunity to serve the Diocese. We are grateful for the opportunity to attend almost all the national and regional conferences of the ECFL, traveling as far as Pagadian City to learn the many problems of the families besetting the nation.
In response, we hosted the Safe Philippines, Courage Philippines, facilitated mass weddings, conducted medical and relief missions in several parishes of the diocese.
Our family learned the habit of praying the rosary and joined the First Friday Vigil. These cascaded to the families of our staff who joined the First Friday Vigil, which became their way of life too.
The groundswell of blessings came when our daughter, Zyrene, and our son, Zip, Both passed the physician licensure examinations.
These heaps and bounds of graces, signs, and wonders continue to abound. Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Commission of Family and Life.
All to the glory of God.
Sometimes I lay under the moon. I thank God I'm breathing. Then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I'm here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it will all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, oh. One day, one day, one day, oh. It's not about win or lose, 'cause we all lose when the feet on the soul of the innocent. Blood trade payment, keep on moving till the water stay ranging. In this maze you can lose your way. Your way might drive you crazy, but don't let it pass you, no way, no way. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it will all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, oh. One day, one day, one day, oh. One day this will change, treat people same, stop with the violence, stop with the hate. One day we'll be free and proud to be under the same sun, sing song freedom like away, oh, away, oh, away, oh, away, oh. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day,
Considerable amount of support is what we are asking, so that we pursue and sustain advocacies that can uplift people's lives. There can be no other merit we can all have than to help people by way of improving their situation for a holistic development.
Thank you, Diocese of Burak, under Deputy Director Father Nestor Boyna. Before we proceed to the next presenter, we will have a 5-minute break. Let us now witness the second presenter. Stewardship and Philanthropic Development Office is headed by their PDO Deputy Director, Father Alwin Jimenez, and their singer is Miss Janet P. Bargo, who will be singing for the Advocacy and Commission on Youth.
Mabuhay! Welcome to the Stewardship and Philanthropic Development Office in the Diocese of San Carlos. I am Reverend Father Alwin Jimenez, the Deputy Director of the Stewardship and Philanthropic Development Office. Today with us is Most Reverend Gerardo A. Alminasa, the Director of the Stewardship and Philanthropic Development Office, the Bishop of San Carlos, and Reverend Monsignor Erwin Magnanao, the Vicar General of the Diocese, to give us their messages, together with Reverend Father Earl Aurelio Castillo, the Ambassador to the Youth, to give us also a message and insights on the significance of the youth in the field of art through Teatro di Obonto.
Good day, everyone. As Bishop of the Diocese of San Carlos, I draw strength and inspiration a lot from our young people. I consider it a big blessing that our diocese has very dynamic and active young people. You know, when I was a young bishop and we went to see Pope Benedict XVI, then he encouraged me as a bishop take care of our young people, because now I am realizing from these young people will come the future leaders of our church. In fact, they are not anymore the future, but only the present, and many of our young people are leading the way and even teaching us, leaders of the church. I trust a lot and collaborate a lot with our young people in our care for our common good, in our fight against corruption, in our advocacy to uplift our poor, in changing the political culture, in order so we can have good leaders, in our communal discernment, through theater arts, through sports, through education. There is a lot that we can do together with our young people. And so I appeal to you, my dear people of God, please join us, join the Diocese of San Carlos in our advocacy, in our program, particularly in ensuring integral formation of our young people. It is the wisest decision we can have. We will invest with our young and we will never go wrong. Thank you in advance for all your support, and I take this opportunity to really express my gratitude, my joy, and my full support to our young people. Go ahead. You are an important part of the church and of our society. There's so much you can do and we can do together. So, kita-kits, always, mangunguna tayo sa pakikibaka, sa kapakanan ng ating mundo, ng ating simbahan, at ang ating bansa. Mabuhay ang mga kamatalunan!
Good afternoon, my dear brothers and sisters in Christ. In John 20, verse 21, Jesus said, "As the Father has sent me, so I send you." You know, our ministry of the young people are very important in the church. Not only in the church, but also in the civil society. But basically, the young people needs to be closer to the Lord. And that is the core of this ministry, on how we can bring back our young people to the Lord. And knowing how deeply they are loved by God. There's so many areas of the ministry of our young people that we need to talk about. But basically in our diocese, we have an evangelization program for our young people in our parishes and mission stations. we also try our best to put doctrines, especially in the deeper understanding of the church, to really allow the ministry to be immersed with the Word of God. At the same time, with regards to the social issues, not only awareness but really involvement in the different social issues like extrajudicial killings, environmental problem, and we are very grateful for the Lunhao group that are very, very active in our church today, and most of them belongs to the young people. Young people are very important in the church. They are the powerhouse of our beloved church and our diocese. I've been accompanying and journeying with the young people, and I learned a lot from them. I learned to value accompaniment, knowing their hurts, their stories of conversions, their stories of awakening, and their understanding of spirituality. And hoping and praying that this advocacy in our diocese will continue to prosper and really grow, and making a church truly alive in the name and rooted in Jesus, our Savior and our Lord. Thank you for accompanying also our young people and praying with them. And let us work hand in hand to continue to touch their lives.
The youth is the hope of the church, and this advocacy aims to reach out to the young people in ways that they would appreciate and understand their vital role in the mission of the church, that they are a significant part and future of the church. The focus is youth formation, and through theater arts, our young people can develop discipline, character, self-expression, and other potentials. The Teatro de Ubuntu will serve as one of the arms in promoting the mission of the church by maximizing the gifts and talents of the young people, especially through the 14 advocacies of the Stewardship and Philanthropic Development Office of the Diocese of San Carlos. We have many young people who are talented and gifted in various fields. However, we honestly lack financial resources to materialize our plans and aspirations in the field of arts. I believe that this platform will greatly aid in the realization of the aspirations of the young people in the Diocese of San Carlos. Thank you very much, and may God bless us all.
We now listen to the youth beneficiaries who will share with us their experiences on how the advocacy has helped them.
Tanan. Ang Ginoo manaa kaninyo. Asa kaninyo. Karong pud sa labot kahigayon nga ato ang makita ang usa ka gipahayag nga kinaayahan sa Dios. Kahinumdum pabataon sa kalami ang pagpuyo sa kalibutan nga puno og kahoy. Nakahinumdum babata nga daghan pang mga langgam nga galupad sa kalangitan. Kahinumdum pabata nga naapay kakamang nga halong nga dili mahadlok sa tawo. Kahinumdum pabata unsa ang nawong sa usa ka lasang. Dinhi motuyok ang atong istorya karong buntaga. Amo mong dalhon sa usa ka lasang kung asa ang tawo, ang sapat o ang kahayupan ug ang kalasangan nagkahiusa. Amo mong dalon sa usa ka istorya nga maoy magpabuklat nato unsay gitawag natong pag-angkon sa kinaiyahan ug unsay nahitabo sa atong gibuhat sa kinaiyahan. Karong buntaga, kamo among gihangyo nga muduyog kanamo sa usa ka istorya kung asa makita nato unsa di ay kaanindot ang kalasangan kaniadto ug atong dag-ong karong adlaw balik sa kinaiyahan. Akong gihangyo sa dili pa musugod ang atuang pagpasundayag nga mohilom ang mga katawhan kung unsa man ang atong makitaan. Akong gihangyo ang tanan nga molantaw ug atong lantawon unsa ang mensahe nga buot ipasabot aning atong istorya. Human ani ato ang pagpasundayag, ako mohangyo og pipila ka mga tawo nga mohatag sa ilahang pagpasabot aning atuang istorya karong adlaw. Maayong buntag kanatong tanan diha sa atuang Diocese of San Carlos sa paggiya sa atuang Teatro de Ubuntu diha sa programa sa lunhaw sa atuang Integral Ecology Advocacy o kuyog sa atuang social communications o sa parokya sa minapasok sa Our Lady of Perpetual Help. Amo magindala sa pinakaunang theatrical season sa Teatro de Ubuntu ang istorya sa Mugna!
Unsa man usa. Nakoy nadunggan bitin na usa ka natin langkan sa lasan. Lantaw ni bitin. Kisa natong duha ang maghihan. Kinsa pa man di ay. Ako gyud. Ako yung natanimo bitin. Agay! Maran! Sakto na! Kay sakit na kaayo!
Ayaw ka sa isultin sa kabaw.
Oo, Maran! Kung mamuno man lang ang isgutan. Ako na gayon ang angayan.
Kapilingon dyan ni mo kabaw.
Halika mo, mga sinakupan sa yutang bulawan. Halia, 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 halia.
Kanindot sa usab nga makit-an mo mga pinalangga sa yutang bulawan. Pero akong nabatian ang inyong gipanghisgutan. Kaanindot man lang tani kung usa kaninyo ang mamuno sa kalasangan. Apan, puros dugo! Dugo! Ang kahasok! Ang inyong kapatsagan tungod sa usa ka nilalang.
Mahal namong Sulta. Kaila ba kami ni Ana?
O pinalanggang bitin. Ha? Usa siyang kagamhanan nga giobra sa Ginoo.
Opan Sulta. Kinsa man siya? Usa ba kami ni Ana? Usa ba ako ni Ana? Sa kahato ang gisulti ni Sulta. Dugo! Kakinsang dugo? Unsang dugo?
Patay na silang tanan. Ako na lang ang nabilin nga gigama sa Diyos.
Unsa naman eh? Tawag! Tawag! Nganong nag-usap ka? Nganong nag-usap ka? Singog! Singog! Palayo na ako! Palayo! Sinugahan ka sa Diyos! Sinugahan ko sila sa Diyos! Ikaw ang labaw kanilang tanan! Labaw kanilang tanan! Ikaw ang gani ang mag-amping sa tanan! Pero unsa? Unsa naman ni tawo? Unsa? Imbis nga kinabuhi! Kamatayon man nun ang imong gihatag! Angay sa sila pamatyon! Hari na ba ka? Hari na ba ang matawag di mo, ani? Tawong! Hari na ba ka? Pasinagupin mo una nila! Pagka mo buo rason! Pagka mo buo rason, tao! Pagka mo buo ang rason! Anaa pa ba kaninyo ang paghigugma? Ha? Anaa pa ba sa inyo ang paghigugma? Tingog, tao! Tingog! Unsay sunod, ani? Kabukiran? Patagon? Kahoy? Pamatnon? Tubig? Tubig? Palagumot? Ha? Tingog! Tao, tingog! Sulta! Masaylo ako! Masaylo, ah? Tawo lang tawo ay kong giobra! Lantawa-tawa ay mong giubuhan! Sugod karon ni anino na kundi na ninyo makinan. Ito na ang hari! Sampita ang Diyos! Basi kaluyan pa kayo.
We are very much grateful to Spring Rain Global for supporting our advocacies, especially to our young people, for our young people. And I would like to ask again the help of our generous brothers and sisters for the activities, for the initiatives of our young people in the diocese. These young people are our responsibility. They are gifts by God to our church, and they are the future of our church. And in this way, in the little help that we can lend to the ministry, we can reach out to the young people in the grassroots of the communities of our diocese. And we can create a more joyful, a cheerful, and a very lively church with the gifts, talents, and potentials of this future of the church, our young people.
Thank you, Stewardship and Philanthropic Development Office, PDO. Before we proceed to the third presenter, we will have a short break. Welcome back. We are still alive pa ba? Okay. May I call Father Tito Bunuan to introduce his PDO?
Yes po. Good afternoon po sa lahat. Very short lang po because what we did is yung senior po namin, siya na rin po ang mag-represent yung advocacy namin. What I'd like to do is just to introduce her po. Pangalan po niya si Alex. I think she was grade 6 when I first met her in one of her Catholic schools, and I heard her voice, and I knew right away that we have someone special. So I think the following year, grade 7 up until grade 12, pinasok na namin po si Alex as one of our scholars because of her gift, and she has been there for us. Our advocacy is environmental stewardship, and tuwang-tuwa po ako na ang pinili niyang kanta. She's not singing it today, and she will be singing it at the actual showcase. But I was telling people around about environmental stewardship. It's like going back to the origin, going back to the order of nature, going back to paradise. And I think she got the cue from that. And in the showcase, pinili po niya yung kanta na Paraiso. Without further ado, I present to you our contestant, our representative. So proud of her. She's now in second year college, but she's still very much helping us, continues to sing in the church. And every time we need her assistance, she's always there for us. So I present to you the singing for the LSS Environmental Stewardship, Alex Solier. Thank you po.
Hello, I'm Alex Solier, 21. I started to sing when I was 10 years old, when I became the lead angel during the Easter Sunday in the church. When I sing, it feels like I have freedom to show and express my emotions in the form of art. I'm singing for the Diocese of Lawag Catholic Educational System, PDO, because we share the same advocacy. This is also my way to give back all the support and love that my alma mater has given me. I am proud of what I am now, and it will always be an honor to sing for DLSS PDO. My advocacy is about environmental stewardship. During my high school years, I have joined several environmental activities wherein I was given more opportunity to appreciate more the beauty of nature. I have learned that even our simple acts toward nature can either destroy or preserve it. That's why I am dedicating my God's given talent of singing to build awareness that there are more things that we need to work on to save our environment. Through my singing, it is my dream to touch each and everyone's heart to bring us together to be part of our advocacy for our environment. The Diocese of Lawag Catholic Educational System, PDO, envisions the attainment of productive collaboration among people and institutions with the collective mission of discipleship and stewardship for our common home. In line with this, our environmental stewardship advocacy aims to promote a healthy ecological footprint, reduce carbon footprint, and to reconnect our stakeholders to the web of creation. This program is also an answer to the call of Pope Francis to embark on a 7-year journey towards integral ecology. With this program, we intend to construct rainwater capture basin or reservoir in each of the 15 DLSS schools.
We also want to promote waste integration rather than just waste segregation. Moreover, within the 7-year journey, we plan to set up sustainable energy sources in our schools, specifically solar energy. During summer, when sunlight is intense, most people see it as an opportunity to go to the beach, while others complains of heat stroke or heat exhaustion. During rainy season, floods occur, and when the rain stops, the water becomes stagnant and we just wait for it to be absorbed by the ground or just evaporate. For years, we have been segregating, but it stops there. The costs of electricity and water bill are always increasing. These are just some concerns that need to be addressed. To help solve this problem, we must make the most of the sunlight by setting up solar energy resources and utilize rainwater by booting up a rainwater catcher basin or reservoir. Stakeholders also need to be educated about waste integration and make the most of their wastes. Come and join me as I journey through our environmental stewardship advocacy.
in a hoop that never ends. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue-corn moon, or asked the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? How high does the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue-corn moon, for whether we are white or copper skinned, we need to sing with all the voices of the mountain. We need to paint with all the colors of the wind. You can own the earth and still all you'll own is certain until you can paint with all the colors of the wind.
Thank you, DLC's video. Before we proceed to the last presenter, we will have a 5-minute break. And the last presenter of the day, the Southbrook Academy Inc., is headed by their PDO director, Mr. Phil Brooks, and their singer, Mr. Edsel Mark B. Grijaldo, will be singing for the advocacy on education and scholarship.
Sit back in your seats, get something to eat, and watch this movie. Don't let the kiddies see it, because, well, we'll let you hear the video. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to Southbrook Academy PDO Showcase for Spring Rain Global Voice Singing for the Mission 2022. Southbrook Academy is a non-traditional school specialising in progressive learning. The school strives to give importance to value-centred teachings and international academic learning, mainly through the interest and advancement of science and technology. Southbrook Academy envisions an educational system that revolves around values formation and progressive cognitive academic learning. Now please welcome the stars of the show, the Southbrook students themselves.
Is everyone excited for the back to school? Vacation is over. It's time for you guys to go back to school.
Ladies and gentlemen, today, August 7, 2021, another insightful lecture and discourse is about to take place. Parents Orientation.
Bayang magiliw, persang silanganan, alab ng puso, sa lidig mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiging sa...
To incentivize and to really engage all the students in online learning for the next year. So
Incorporated is more than ready and providing quality education is dedicated to Southbrook Academy. The school year in August. Be safe and see you soon.
Southbrook Academy has recently celebrated its 5-year anniversary with staff, parents and students. The school has completed orientation for all students at all grade levels for the academic year 21-22, with over 160 learners in attendance during the 2 sessions held. Students are now on programme for the academic year cycle, studying in their specific grade level on a daily basis using the Southbrook Virtual School 3D LMS platform. Introducing the match funding system would enable a widening of participation for both new and returning learners that are currently excluded, suspended or struggling on financial grounds, largely brought about by the circumstances created by COVID-19. Southbrook Academy is committed to engaging with Spring Rain Global during the course of the year to work with its ecosystem to share best working practice and experience with other PDOs. With skilled teachers, engaging learning materials and approaches, Cebuano children can be afforded the opportunity and right to high quality education. Alongside a strong mission and vision, Southbrook Academy is using every endeavour to deliver a high quality curriculum that is recognised internationally and creating wonderful futures for students studying at all levels and all ages at the school. The central geographic area to be served by Southbrook's Advocacy for Education Scholarships is Talisay City, Cebu, the Philippines. Although many students now are looking to join the programme through various blended learning and distance learning opportunities provided through Southbrook's progressive 3D virtual learning world. Estimated number of respondents to be served by this advocacy. This advocacy has been specifically designed to serve 350 students from nursery, kindergarten through to high school and will systematically benefit an estimated 1,600 family members through both direct and indirect social enterprise impact. Southbrook Academy, success starts here. What specific problem will be served? COVID-19 has exacerbated financial issues with many families seeing significant reduction in their monthly income. SME businesses and overseas working opportunities have been compromised through quarantine restrictions and associated effect, resulting in students either withdrawing from their education or having to attend public schooling. Students are unable to engage both socially and educationally, often because of language barriers. Southbrook intends to address these issues through a programme of counterpoint or matched funding initiatives. Parents, donors and the school itself will all invest equally in student learning. Southbrook Academy, widening participation through matched funding initiatives. Additional funding sources for the advocacy. Southbrook is working with all stakeholders to create a sustainable funding model for the new normal, consistent with current income profiles of parents, guardians seeking to engage with private education. Through match funding, each party is equally invested in education funding. 1/3 equivalent contribution enables the affordability of world-class education during COVID-19 recovery and thereafter. Southbrook is currently engaged with strategic activities and fundraising partnerships and projects. For example, application with the Private Education Assistance Committee will enable students to study in private school whilst funded by the government. Programme implementation. Each student beneficiary will receive a programme of screening, orientation and immersion. How does Southbrook plan to evaluate the success of the project? Academic. Monthly periodic examinations to evaluate performance and identify learning strengths and preferences. Trimester PTA meetings and online discussions with form tutors. Evaluation report with grade assessment and personal development commentary. Financial, standard reporting of cash flow, profit and loss and balance sheet. Weekly, monthly and quarterly reporting structures. Financial management to evaluate budget versus actual performance. How would the organisation sustain the project? Social enterprise sponsorship and support partnerships. Public funding allocation through PIAC. Multiple match funding income streams. Rule of the stall sustainability. Face-to-face teaching practices. Target annual enrolled student numbers of 350 plus. New applicants engaging with blended or distance learning. Southbrook's progressive online learning platform and 3D virtual world. Endowment Fund. Southbrook Academy intends to initiate its own endowment fund through its PDO office. This fund will be independently monitored and audited to consist of 10% of PDO office funds and surplus income to be invested in the interest of the ongoing sustainability and development of the school. Southbrook Virtual World, 3D virtual learning. Students navigate through the school click by click. Teachers upload their curriculum straight to the LMS or Learning Management System. Learners access their lessons through their classroom whiteboard. Real-world online learning for the 21st century. Southbrook Virtual World. And now, singing for Southbrook Academy is Edsel Mark B. Grijaldo. Edsel's been singing since the age of 9. He enjoys singing because it supports his dream of one day becoming a professional singer and songwriter. In the meantime, he desires to use his talent to support other students at the school and everybody in his community. Again, please welcome, singing for Southbrook Academy, Edsel.
O ikaw, hari nga gamay, nga may dakong gugma ka namo, ani ako nangaliya ni dango kanimo. Nakis dumang langit ko sa kasubo, hinaot pamatiun ning anak mong nagbakho. Apan sa bisan pa ning nadangatan santo ninyo, kining mga pagsuway di ko igsabayan. Nga musang ko sa imong gingharian, kung mga pulong mo pagapuyan o pagahuktan, kay ikaw misaan. O santo ninyo kanimo lamang, magadayig, magasimba, magasalig nga wayutlanan, kay ikaw misaan. Nagkulang sa makadaghan sa gihapon, anaa ikaw higala nga matapang, dili mo itugot nga ko mabugnaw nga mawari sa paglatas ning masapluto nga panaw. Usa karon bala ang bata, santo ninyo laumi kining akong panata. Kay ikaw misaan, nga musang ko sa imong mga pulong mo pagapuyan o pagahuktan, kay ikaw misaan. O santo ninyo kanimo lamang, magadayig, magasimba, magasalig nga wayutlanan, kay ikaw misaan. O santo ninyo kanimo lamang, magadayig, magasimba, magasalig nga wayutlanan, kay ikaw misaan. Kay ikaw misaan.
welcome some of the Southbrook Scholarship beneficiaries.
My name is Marjorie Juzeriaco. First of all, I would like to thank Southbrook for giving me the chance to earn a scholarship. That is why, thank you very much, Southbrook, and to Sir George, who gave me the chance to continue my education.
Castro, and I am one of the scholars in Southbrook. Now, before everything, I would like to thank Southbrook's organization for giving me the honor of having a full scholarship in this prestigious school.
I am Shah Nicole Raldiza, an alumni and a former scholar of Southbury Academy Incorporated.
Thank you, Sir George, for being part of the scholars.
Michael Nino P. Amarado. I just want to say thank you because I'm one of the students in Southbrook who received a scholarship.
My name is Michelle Janine G. Inteng. I'm very thankful that I became a scholar here.
Well, that's all, folks. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please visit us at our Spring Rain Global Voice page or our website and Facebook pages. Look forward to seeing you in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you, Southbrook Academy. Thank you once again and congratulations. Can we give them a virtual applause? Okay, thank you. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Now we have a greater understanding of the reasons Diocese of Iraq's Stewardship and Philanthropic Development Office, DLCs and Southbrook Academy are participating in the search for the Spring Rain Global Voice, singing for the mission. Indeed, at the end of the day, we do all this for the benefit of all the people and communities we serve. To support this event and their chosen advocacies, please visit Spring Rain Global Facebook page and the SRG Voice webpage. Please join us again on April 9 for the 4th batch of our PDOs to showcase their chosen advocacy. Still at 2 p.m. via Zoom on Facebook Live. The 4th batch of PDOs are still following. Paglaong PDO, Vincentian Foundation, Passionist PDO, and IHM. Please also watch all the contestants on their main event, April 22, 2022 for their MTBs. To formally end today, may I call on the Chief of Staff and Financial Planning Pillar Head of Spring Rain Global, Ms. Anne-Marie Baring, RFC, for her closing message.
Good afternoon, everyone, and good evening, good morning, good day to all those who are watching from the other parts of the globe. We have just witnessed the talents of the presenters from the Diocese of Virac, Diocese of San Carlos, DLCES, and Southbrook PDO. I must say I was very impressed by your performances this afternoon. I bet you will give our judges a headache in choosing the winner. In my opinion, you are all winners. Truly, it was a great day, for we have witnessed the performances from our PDOs. But let us all remember that the search for the Spring Rain Global Voice event is not only to showcase the talents, but to raise awareness of the advocacies that the PDOs carry. We at Spring Rain Global acknowledges all your hard work, dedication, time, and determination. All these will not go unnoticed as you are singing for the mission. Your talents will never be wasted as it is offered for a good cause, just like a burnt offering offered on the altar. All of you gave your all, symbolizing your commitment and complete surrender to God. I wish every presenter the best, and as I always say, may God continue to bless the work of our hearts and hands as we offer back our talents to Him. Thank you and good afternoon once again.
Thank you, Ms. Anne. Before the picture taking, here are a few announcements. At the Spring Rain Global 45 Days of Lenten Spiritual Journey and Holy Week, reflection for the grace of the 500 years of Christianity is still ongoing. Every 8 p.m. Philippine time via Zoom and on Facebook Live. We would like also to invite everyone this coming April 21, 2022 for the third batch boot camp. We would like to invite everyone to the Spring Rain Global Financial Planning course, a 6-day journey in creating your financial blueprint to sustainability, starting on April 29, 2022, and the 5 succeeding 5 days thereafter. And of course, the 6th Spring Rain Global Asian Philanthropic Development Conference with the theme Beyond Boundaries for Impact, Our Sustainable Ecosystem, Roadmap on July 27 to 29, 2022. To know more, please visit us on our Facebook page, Spring Rain Global, or contact us. May we request everyone to open your cameras for our picture taking.
Open your cameras and smile. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, one more time. One more time. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Lai.
Thank you.
We will now play our closing song.
Rain that falls from the distant sky, the water that runs, a source of life for humankind. When it overflows, it reaches out to more people. And heavenly blessing is shared to all the rest. In the face of world's iniquity, there's a special part that we were tasked to play. The wish of people in dire need, the fullness of those who hope to help. This we want to bridge the link between. Together we will build roads for visions to come alive. Ignite more power and strength for you to make other people grow.
Salamat po. Sige.